Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie ESTHER here, and this is my second YouTube channel called Paulie Pops, where I make videos about my hobby of collecting these Funko Pop figures you see here behind me. Well, today I was perusing through the listings on Kijiji looking for Funko Pops that I need. Kijiji is Canada's version of Craigslist, and it's actually a company that is owned by eBay, and the word Kijiji comes from the Kenyan word meaning village. So I'm always looking on there to see who is selling Funko Pops, and I ran across an ad for sodas. Remember, I don't collect sodas, but now I have about 100 sodas for somebody who doesn't collect them. So a person that I have bought Funko Sodas from in the past, I think this is maybe my fourth dealing with them. They are a hardcore soda collector where they try and get the common and the chase of every Funko Soda figure. Now remember, Funko Soda chases are 1 in 6, so you wind up buying several that you don't need, which is basically the reason why I'm not a big soda collector. Is I don't like the blind bag aspect of it, where in my opinion it artificially increases sales where they would not be, because you have people who are buying extras of these in order to get the rare thing that they want. They don't need 6 of these, they just need 2. They need 1 regular one and 1 chase, and so because you can't see what you're getting, you wind up buying extras. Now, with Funko Pops, they say it's a chase right on the front, so you see it, you buy it, if you're lucky enough to get it. So that's why I don't like the blind bag aspect of these. And actually, Funko is coming out with a new line that are called Blockbuster Rewinds, and it's going to have the same idea where they're going to have chases in them, so we'll see where that goes. Anyway, so this person, as I said, is a die-hard collector, and they wind up stuck with a lot of extras because they've been trying to get those chases, and they ultimately wind up selling all of their doubles at a loss. They don't have any use for them, right? So they finally, I bought from them several times at a discounted rate than retail, which is what made it attractive to me. Well, they finally got tired of having so many doubles that they decided to sell their sodas off for $5 each. Now remember, this is Canadian. If I look up on GameStop what a soda goes for right now, because I know they have increased their prices lately. I think it's over $20. Let me just type in Funko Soda over here on GameStop and see what comes up. So a Funko Soda ranges from $22.99 to $25.99 on the GameStop website here in Canada. So to get these for $5 each, which is either 75% off or even more, 80% off, right? That's a pretty good deal. So I decided to go through their list and see what they had. And then I couldn't remember what I had because, you know, I have like over 3,000 figures between Pops and Sodas, and I don't always remember. So I got my box of sodas out, and I scanned them all into the app so I could try and keep a little bit more track of it, figure out exactly what I already had and what I needed from their list. And I wound up with about 20 figures from their list that I needed, which sounded pretty good. You know, $5 each, I'm going to get 20 sodas for $100. And then it turned out that a couple of them that were on their photos, they had sold already, so it cut it down to around 18 figures, I think. And then I had the bright idea of getting rid of one of my doubles. So, you know how you've seen me lament about the very few sodas that I have actually opened on camera before. Sometimes I can't get the common. I wind up with 2 chases. So on this particular occasion, I wound up with 2 of these Hermes with his dentistry book. That's the chase. I don't have the regular one. But, you know, the chases are more valuable. Here, you see it says, "You found the chase," and there's only 800 of these Hermes. And I would just be happy to have, you know, a common. But I wound up with 2 chases, and there's value here. So I wound up striking a deal that I would get $40 credit for the Hermes chase towards these common sodas. So basically, I traded my common Hermes for my chase Hermes for 8 common sodas, which is fine by me because like I said, they cost $23 to $25 in Canada. So here, let me show you what I got here. Let me go ahead and put them all out here on the table. First thing that I also got one pop from them. And I couldn't remember if I had this pop or not. It wasn't in my app, but my app isn't entirely up to date because the app was broken for a while and I couldn't key stuff in my app. So I couldn't remember if I had this Funko Pop or not, but I thought, well, I'm going to get it because it was a good price. $10 for the Funko Pop. And then it's also an exclusive. So I thought, okay. And this is another thing that they bought extras of to try and get the chase. So, man, it's hard out here for a chase. If you are trying to get all the chases, it could be pretty difficult and you wind up with a lot of doubles. So, I mean, I've done it. I'm guilty of it myself for Funko Pops. I actually have an order coming in for Funko Pops where I'm buying a case to make sure that I get a chase. So, but it's something that I really wanted. I wouldn't do that all the time. All right, so here's the Funko Pop I got. This is the Cheshire Cat, part of the Alice in Wonderland set. And this is a Pop in the Box exclusive, which this company is out of business. So I thought, well, I don't remember for sure if I have it. I know I have a couple Cheshire Cats that I ordered from Australia that had glow-in-the-dark chase options, but I don't think it was the disembodied Cheshire Cat. I think that Cheshire Cat had his head on top of his body. This is a Cheshire Cat is goofing around here, part of the Alice in Wonderland. I think this was the 70th anniversary of Alice in Wonderland. That was Pop in the Box exclusive for $10, so I'm happy to get that one. Either way, even if I already have it, I think it's a great pop. Okay, now let's get into these sodas. So the first one we have here, they're all going to be commons. No chases because they've all been pre-opened. The first one here is Chernabog. Chernabog is from Disney's Fantasia. So we're going to go ahead and just show you the figures. So here's Chernabog. There we go. Now, Chernabog, this was one that this particular collector I bought from said that they have bought, I don't know, maybe as many as 10 of this. They have a lot of this one that they're just trying to get rid of. But they have still not gotten the chase, just have had bad luck. Because they probably buy, you know, a couple at a time to see what happens. Oh, and I got this this old Zevia box to hold my sodas. I thought, well, I'm going to put these in here. It's a soda carton, makes a lot of sense. So we're just going to store them in here for now. Next one we got is the Pan Am Stewardess. I'm a little surprised with how gung-ho Funko has gone with the Stewardess line. Like, I remember seeing the Stewardess Funko Pops on clearance everywhere. It's like they're doubling down on it, because now they're coming out with the TWA Stewardess. Somebody in Funko is related to Stewardess and wants to do the history of Stewardesses, apparently. So this is the Pan Am Stewardess. I do remember there's a chase of this one where I believe she is a redhead, but obviously, you know, no chases here. All right, next we have Squiddly Diddly, part of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. I love Hanna-Barbera, so this was a no-brainer for me to get. Squiddly Diddly. So cute. His chase would be him with his saxophone. But, you know, I'm happy to just have a normal example. Wow, he has a big head. He's very top-heavy. Topple over here. Still don't have a good way to display my Funko Sodas. I did get a couple of those soda stands, but I don't think I would get them for everything, right? Next, we have Captain America. This is just your basic Captain America here. That's a nice looking figure there. And there's there's America's ass, if you want to see. That's a movie reference. Captain America. That's a nice looking figure. I also have another Captain America here. Oh, there it is. Trying to spy it. Okay, so here's the other Captain America. And this is Zombie Captain America. So this one's going to be a little more gruesome. But yeah, I can't complain about the price of these. $5 each. Captain America Zombie. And there's America's zombie ass. next, let's see what we got here. Trying to see if I should try and theme these. Okay, so here's another Marvel one. Now, normally I don't collect Marvel, but that's because they're bobbleheads. But the sodas aren't bobbleheads. There's the Vision. Do I have any other Marvel here? I have another one in the comic book genre. Who's that one? Okay. There's a Vision. That's a nice looking figure there. All the metallic accents. Vision. Sorry, I thought I heard something shaking inside. Nope. Next, let's see what we got here. We're going to switch over to DC now. So DC, we got a couple here. We got the Joker. 20,000. That's a big print run, but this is the US run. Still a big print run when you consider like the first sodas that came out were 7,000-8,000. That's the Joker. That's a Heath Ledger version from the movies, right? Movie Joker. Nice looking figure. And then sticking with DC, we have a DC cartoon character, Cyborg, from the Teen Titans. Teen Titans Go! There's Cyborg. I have the Beast Boy. I got Beast Boy from this person before. So, yeah, I went through meticulously because I said, well, I want to see, you know, what I have already and try and get as much as I can from this person in one shot because it was, you know, the $5 price. All right, so I'm trying to see if we have any more themes here. I guess I'll show you the Nightmare Before Christmas. So this is a gingerbread Jack Skellington. Oh, that's funny. So you may remember a video a little bit ago where I got Joker as gingerbread. Well, they also did gingerbread of the Nightmare Before Christmas characters where they're flat. It's funny how his beard is pasted on the front. So it's made to look like a frosted gingerbread cookie. So that's gingerbread Jack Skellington. And the chase of this one, he would actually have a bite out of the top of his head, which is funny. Oh, I lost the lid. We'll get that one later. All right. And then we had a bit of a disconnect here because they had 3 different Jack Skellingtons listed. There was regular gingerbread Santa. There was regular Santa Jack Skellington and gingerbread Santa Jack Skellington and then blacklight Jack Skellington. And so I had written it out. I want gingerbread Santa Jack and Santa Jack. Well, when they were pulling them and I didn't notice it until I got home, they wound up giving me 2 of the gingerbread Jack Skellingtons by mistake, and I didn't get the regular Santa Jack, but it is what it is. Next one is, oh, this was an exclusive. Who was this? Oh, this was that Hot Topic exclusive. They had their event. Blacklight Jack Skellington. That's a nice looking figure there. Look at the pinstripes on this. That's going to really pop under the black light. By the way, I want to get some black light here for the studio lighting, so that some actual lamps. So I'm not using, you know, this flashlight all the time. That I'll be able to just turn on the black lights and turn off the studio lighting, and hopefully that'll be able to show you something. Yeah, because you can't really see anything with this. You know, I mean, a little bit maybe, but my batteries are running out on this. So I'm going to get some blacklight lamps to record with here. Okay, next, what do we got left? 1, 2, 3, 6 left to go. Okay, next we got from Samurai Jack, we got Ashi. And I don't have a Samurai Jack soda. There's Ashi from Samurai Jack. And 2 more. The next 2 I'm going to show you here are part of He-Man Masters of the Universe series. So first we have Roboto, and this was 2021 New York City Comic-Con. But again, this is, you know, it says international on it. So they had an international and a US release. That's Roboto, and much like the He-Man figure back in the day, he has the clear chest piece where you could see the gears inside, and on the action figure you could make the gears move. Like when his arm went up and down, the gears inside would move and his jaw would move. That's a pretty cool figure. I don't know what the chase is on this one. Probably metallic. Not sure. I don't think it's a different sculpt. Different sculpts are my favorite of the chases, but, you know, I just can't be bothered, or the amount I spent on Funko already to try and chase down all these chases, buying doubles and stuff, and then I'd be in the position that this person was in. Next He-Man figure we got here is Snout Spout, and he looks like an elephant. And this figure would actually, you could squirt water with it. You could fill up his head and shoot water out of his trunk from the He-Man toy action figure back in the day. That's Snout Spout back in the 80s. 3 more to go. Uh-oh. Do I spy with my little eye a bobblehead? There we go. We got Star Wars C-3PO. So, because it's Lucasfilm, even though it is a soda, I don't know why Marvel isn't this way, but this still has to be a bobblehead whenever you make a Star Wars soda, just like the Star Wars Funko Pops are bobbleheads. All right, this has a little rubber band around his neck here. There he is, a little bobblehead C-3PO Star Wars soda. It's nice looking. Should I put this rubber band back on? I wonder what the purpose of this is. Just to secure the bubbling around the head and make sure it doesn't break, or I don't know. Back you go, a little rubber band. Okay, 2 left. So this one is from, well, everybody knows this. This is Goofy from Disney, just a common old Goofy. This is another one that I remember Top Pops bought a bunch of because the chase has a different hat. He must have bought at least half a dozen of these and still didn't get the chase. Just your simple common Goofy. It's a nice looking figure though, really. Very nice. And last but not least, we have George Sanderson from Monsters Inc. One of the lesser known characters from Monsters Inc. besides Mike Wazowski and Sully. This is George Sanderson. He's still in the black bag here. I mean, it's open, but they didn't take him out all the way. Okay. This is a nice looking figure. George Sanderson. Now, you'll remember in the movie that they found out that he brought something back from the human world with a sock that got static cling on his back, and then they wound up having to shave him and put him in the cone and shave him in the movie. And that's actually what the chase looks like for this. So that's a pretty cool chase, but I'm happy to just have plain old George. And that's it. That's all that we got. There was some disconnect here. There were 2 figures that I asked for that they didn't have anymore, which was Phoenix, and I can't remember what the other one was, but there were some other figures that I asked for that I didn't get. It was supposed to be 20, and I don't have 20 here. So between the Santa Jack that I didn't get, I also asked for King Kong that they had sold out. Oh, Predator. Predator and Phoenix were the 2 that I asked for that they said were gone already. But we had agreed to 18 figures, and I was supposed to have the Santa Jack and King Kong and Yzma from the Emperor's New Groove. So I got shorted 2 figures, and I got an extra of 1 figure that I didn't ask for. I guess shorted 3 figures. But when I got home, that was a little disappointing that I didn't get everything that I asked for. But, you know, it is what it is. Not that big a deal for the, you know, $10 difference, because I wound up with an extra. So it's basically $10 difference. I'm not going to gripe about the $10, but it would be nice to have gotten the Yzma and the, just said it, King Kong and Santa Jack. So King Kong I already had, but for $5, I wanted an extra one of that. I decided I was gonna get everything that was horror, which I already have Predator too, but I wanted to get Predator and King Kong for the $5. But, and I'm not gonna write to them and say, hey, you shorted me a couple of figures. Not that big a deal to me. because I already got a tremendous price on this whole thing, including the trade. So it wound up that I gave them $60 and my extra Hermie chase for everything that I've shown you here today. $60 for, what is it, 18 sodas? How many is that? What is that? That is 1, 2, 3, that's 14, 15, 16, 17 sodas. 17 sodas and a pop for $60. Pretty good, I would say. All right, well, that's all I have to show you today. It's kind of a long one, but when you have this many sodas, it's a lot to get through. As always, I appreciate the time that you spend here with me on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.